Today is year 2 of Pedal-Paddle-Peduto, and it's a opportunity to get out and see Pittsburgh in a different way than you usually do. So part of it is the opportunity to be out and venture outdoors as our partner, to provide an opportunity to bike, kayak, and hike. The second part is to see Pittsburgh through other people's eyes, and today we're going to be looking at houses of worship. We're going to be visiting Rodef Shalom Congregation, St. Paul Roman Catholic Cathedral, the Islamic Center of Pittsburgh, and also the Greek Orthodox Cathedral.
This building is the third cathedral in the history of the Diocese of Pittsburgh. The Diocese of Pittsburgh goes back to 1843, and the first cathedral was at the corner of 5th and Grant Street, the present Frick Building. The first cathedral was burned down during the era of the Know-Nothings. It was an anti-Catholic party. In fact, the mayor was a Know-Nothing, and it just mysteriously burned to the ground.
Mayor of the city of Pittsburgh in 1850. He was in prison when he was elected. He was a street preacher. He was illiterate. He would speak downtown, and what he said was so inflammatory that it would never make it to the papers. So we talked today about anti-immigration law. Back then he was anti-immigrant, but the immigrants were the Catholics that were coming to Pittsburgh. So they put him in prison because he threatened to kill the bishop. And then while in prison, his friends said he should be our mayor. So they ran him on a new party, not Democrat, not Republican, not Whig, not Federalist. The new party was called the Anti-Catholics, and he won. And they busted him out of prison, put him in the mayor's office. First thing he did, he fired every police officer, put his friends in as the police, and then there was a war going on in the streets. Who were the real police officers? Next thing he did is he imprisoned the bishop. And so sometimes they say history repeats itself. We had that history right here in Pittsburgh.
That's what they call the good old days.
The good old days, yes. Yes, that's right, the good old days.
That there are more details about Jesus Christ in the Quran more than there are in the Bible. And I have a professor from Seton Hill University who actually backed me on this point. Now, we don't have enough to go to all the details. However, there's a whole chapter in the Quran called Chapter of Mary, which has more details about Jesus Christ, his birth, his mother, and his mother's father than what you have in other book. But specifically Jesus Christ himself is highly respected, though the only difference is the fact that Muslims, we do not believe in Trinity. In addition to that, we also believe that he was not killed, nor was he crucified. But we all agreed that he's coming back. So I guess when he comes back, then he can actually help us out to settle our differences.
And I do want to say and just chime in with what Bill had said earlier about how Oakland is the welcoming point, that on behalf of the Muslim community in Pittsburgh in general, and certainly in Oakland, we very much appreciate the welcome that we receive on a daily basis. And this really came to the forefront 9 years ago. And people came out and made a point of saying, we're standing with you, we're not going to be accepting of acts of bigotry or discrimination. And that was very palpable from other religious orders and interfaith groups that we interact with, and actually just from a lot of regular people on the street.
We have some materials there for you, some goodies. Please help yourself.
Yes, please help yourself with the baklava and the dates. And by the way, we didn't pass over the Muslims here for any reason except that they're fasting.
But those are the 10 Commandments. Right, where are we? Show me. Okay, so they read from right to left. So the first tablet is the one on the right, on this side, and then that side is so that would be 1 through 5 on there, and then 6 through 10. So who can tell me what all that? See how there's a word that's all the same? So you see that the letters, like they look all the same? That says lo, 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 which means no, 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 no. So it's like, don't do this, don't do that. Exactly. Don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, yes. So those are, so you can read some Hebrew. This is rolled to the very beginning because we're going to be reading at Rosh Hashanah. We're going to be reading from the creation story, so that's the first word. Anyone know what it is?
Bereshit.
Bereshit, which means in the beginning, or when things began, right? So,
Just in this stylized way, handwritten, and we have to learn it. So some people chant it, and this is the creation story. So this is the first day,
This is the second day, third day, and people are crated. Here's people crated right in here, and this is the first Sabbath.
This is the Bible.
This is the first 5 books of the Bible. So this is Genesis, the very beginning of Genesis, and the end is the end of Deuteronomy. And we read it. We read a piece of it every week, and then we just roll to the next section. But for Rosh Hashanah, the New Year, we read from the very beginning.
I mean, basically the Old Testament.
It is, but only the first 5 books of the Old Testament.
And the church is over 100 years old.
Yeah, the building itself is 203 years old. It was not built as a Greek Orthodox church. It was a Protestant church, and we bought it in 1922. The immigrants had a church in 100 years long. But they used to meet in restaurants and basements, and until 1922 they bought this church, and then it was remodeled 1962, and it was remodeled 5 years ago. When you go in, you'll see and we have about 500 families, and we have Sunday school, and we have several youth groups, babies, and then these, and then these, and of course there's a lot of concentration of Orthodox. All the Orthodox jurisdictions are here. You see, the Orthodox Church, it could be Syrian Orthodox, it could be Russian Orthodox, it could be any Orthodox. We're all sister churches. And all those groups are represented in Pittsburgh. It's the only place that all the Orthodox jurisdictions are represented. And of course, we are not united as one Orthodox church. We work together, but the Greeks have their own hierarchy, and the Russians have their own hierarchy. Fortunately, they work together. And but we are sister churches. We can receive communion from any of the sister churches. No problem.
It was a great day. You got a chance to see really how Pittsburgh developed about 100 years ago, how all of these religious institutions played a part rebuilding and building the East End, and how they're still here today as a way to connect all these communities together.